The first Easter morning didn't start with trumpets. It starts with grief. The women come to the tomb not to celebrate, but to mourn. They carry spices for a body, expecting sorrow, not joy. They walk quietly with heavy hearts, not just because of loss, but because the world was falling apart. We know that feeling. We carry grief too. Whether it's the pain of personal loss or the weight of the world's brokenness, it can feel like we're walking through a gray, foggy morning, unsure of what's ahead. There's a painting by John Stanhope called "Why Seek Ye the Living Among the Dead?" It shows Mary Magdalene, Joanna, and Mary, the mother of James, standing at the empty tomb. If you look closely, you'll see that it's their postures that tell the story. Mary Magdalene is kneeling, humble, maybe believing. Joanna is standing, rising to her feet, urgent, skeptical, full of questions. And Mary, the mother of James, is still holding her spices, still expecting death. 3 different women, 3 different responses, one shared moment that changes everything. And maybe that's where some of us find ourselves today. Some kneeling in hope, some standing with questions, some holding the weight of loss. But here's the good news. Resurrection doesn't wait for us to understand it. It doesn't wait for us to believe in it before it begins. It starts while the women are still weeping. It begins in the gray, before the light has fully come. Resurrection is not just the defeat of death, it's the start of new life, but not a life that avoids pain. Jesus doesn't come back just to prove a point. He walks out of the tomb and into the world, not to erase sorrow, but to meet us in it, to love, to heal, to show up where people are hurting. Paul calls Christ the first fruits, the beginning of something much larger. Resurrection isn't just something that we wait for at the end of our life. It's something that begins right now. It means that even our darkest moments are not the end of the story. Resurrection doesn't avoid suffering, but transforms it. Christ has broken the power of death, not just for the end of our lives, but also over everything that drains the life from us now. Fear, despair, violence, shame. Even now, God is working, bringing life out of loss. And sometimes we see it in the most unexpected ways. Before I show you this video, I want to give a gentle trigger alert. It includes a military funeral and honors a man who served in Vietnam. It's emotional, but it also reflects profound hope amidst grief. This story comes from Boyd Hoopert's Land of 10,000 Stories, and I believe it offers a powerful picture of resurrection. Take a look.
When we lose someone we love, many of us are inclined to look for signs, a sign it will be okay, a sign they're in a better place, a sign that they're still with us somehow. Recently, a Minnesota family didn't get just one sign, they got hundreds, as Boyd Hoopert shows us in tonight's Land of 10,000 Stories.
At the Minnesota State Veterans Cemetery in Preston, the sky fits the mood. Gray,
Present.
and somber
Huh.
as a family gathers.
Hey.
Gathers
Five.
under the clouds
Hey.
for Vietnam veteran
Five.
Craig Wilson.
Hey.
He's a good man.
Emily Canny is Craig's daughter.
He was so well liked.
Judy Wilson is Craig's wife.
It's the Craig look, the twinkle in the eyes, the smile on his face.
That's my dad right there.
Father,
Yeah.
husband, soldier.
On behalf of the President of the United States.
Honored.
United States Army.
Under the same dreary skies that grade Craig's final stay at the VA Medical Center.
2.5 months that he was in the hospital, like we never saw sun. I mean, it was so gloomy and cloudy and dark and heavy for so long.
Close the drapes cloudy as Craig marked Thanksgiving and Christmas.
We hadn't seen the sun, it felt like, in 2 months.
Cloudy the morning of January 16th as Craig's body was escorted from his room, past the nurses and doctors who cared for him. Cloudy till the moment it wasn't.
I was making dinner and I looked outside and I just saw all the colors. And I texted Judy right away and I said, did you see it? Did you see the sunset? And all that night and all the next day, I'm kicking myself because I didn't get a picture. How could you not capture this stunning, glorious sunset?
Then Emily,
Like it was a gift and I didn't get it.
had a thought. She went to the That's So Minnesota Facebook page with an ask.
I'm wondering if any of you amazing photographers happened to capture last night's sunset. My dad passed away yesterday and I'm kicking myself that I didn't get a picture.
Emily's hope,
One, that's all I wanted.
she got.
883. It's unbelievable.
883 photos and comments, but mostly photos of the sunset that ushered out her dad.
The pinks, the purples, the oranges, the yellows.
Colors painted over cities and country, lakes and land, fields and forests.
And they just kept coming.
Coming with comments, warm
My sympathies.
as the heavens.
Your dad must have been special for God to have painted such a beautiful sky for him.
Yes, I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled. It warmed me inside, and I just thank God that we got captured all these pictures of Craig's sunset.
Craig's sunset.
No doubt.
After so many cloudy days, how, they ask, could this possibly be random?
No chance.
It was a sign telling us I'm home, I'm at peace.
And look what I can do with my wings.
The clouds had returned as they trooped to Craig's gravesite.
We kind of agreed that this would be a good spot for us.
It's beautiful.
A nice place
It's peaceful.
for sunsets.
I think we'll see some beautiful ones. He'll send them to us for sure.
Given what they've already seen, it's not hard to imagine.
There's good people out there, and it gives you hope.
Boyd Hooper, Carolina News, Preston.
When I saw that story, I thought, that's what Easter looks like. Not just in a church building, not just in ancient scriptures, but in the real world where grief and beauty live side by side. A family said goodbye to someone they loved. They didn't expect anything but sorrow. And then the sky lit up, creation responded, strangers paused and shared what they saw. And the message was clear: you are not alone. In that moment, grief was not the only word. Hope broke through. That's resurrection. That's Jesus meeting us in our sorrow and bringing something new. Now look up at the stained glass window in front of us. The cross in the center, the colors shining out around it like a kaleidoscope. That window is made of broken pieces held together by light. And so are we. We don't have to pretend that we aren't broken. We don't have to deny the hurt that we feel or the way the world seems fractured. But in the midst of our brokenness, God's light still shines. And if we let it, that light can hold us, heal us, and make something beautiful out of the scattered pieces of our lives. That's what Jesus means in Matthew 5:14. The Message version is on the screen. You are here to be light, bringing out the God colors in the world. You are a reflection of the resurrection. You are part of the color that God is bringing to a gray world. So where will you see resurrection today? Where will you look for new life, even in places that seem dark and broken. It's there in the small acts of kindness, in buds bursting into leaves, in shared glances that remind us that we are not alone, in standing up for what's right. Wherever you need it today, know that resurrection is already at work, even in the hardest places. So why do you look for the living among the dead? Look up, look around, look through the kaleidoscope of God's grace. Jesus is alive, and the world is still being remade out of the tomb and into the world. Thanks be to God.